Check, 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 check. All right, all right, all right, all right. Wow. Good morning, good afternoon. What time it is, whatever the time is, whatever part of the world you are. You're surely Nana Yankee with you. I have not done this in a minute. And of course, when I say a minute, I mean a long while. In a long while. All right, this is my first stream in a long time. What's up, Tisha? What's up? What's up? Yeah, man. Blessings, right? Big up to all my day ones, boy. All my day ones coming in. So I'm just checking to make sure my levels are okay from the back end. If you're hearing me too loud, if you're hearing me loudly, let me know. If the audio, the sim audio is a bit soft, let me know. All right, you can hit me up in the comments and let me know. All right. So for this, well, it's afternoon where I'm at. So this afternoon stream, I'm going to be keeping it real simple. It's my first stream in a long time. So I'm going to try to keep it a bit simple. I'm at my home airport at Piarco International on the island of Trinidad. And we're going to fly to our sister island, Tobago, this afternoon. We're going to do a VFR flight in this Cessna 172 here. This baby, this beautiful baby here. I love this this livery, flying solo livery. Of course, this afternoon we are what, 9 Yankee Papa Tango Mike here. We're not on VATSIM this afternoon. That's gonna come soon. And while we're flying, while we're up in the air, gonna tell you guys of some plans that I might want to implement soon. Thank you very much, Tisha. Thank you. Hey, big up Tobago, man. Tobago on the inside. I'm flying to Tobago. When you see a name like Dinoon, you know that person is from Tobago. All right. So yeah, man. All right, good. So of course, feel free to like and subscribe. We're streaming on YouTube and we are streaming on Facebook. So if you are on my Facebook, of course you can like and follow, follow the page, like the stream, share it with your peeps. If you are on my YouTube, feel free to subscribe to my channel. All right, let's jump into the cockpit and let's get this bird on the go. All right, so good. We're gonna get our master power switch on there, avionics master. Everything's gonna come on right there. I already pre-planned the flight let me just do some adjustments here. All right. So yes, I already pre-planned the flight in the opening interface there, so we're good to go. Not gonna take that long at all. Everything is done, is already set up. Good. Wonder if I remember how to do this. Actually, it's been a while since I've flown the Cessna, and I've always preferred the analog gauges. Yeah, pretty cool, man. Just looking at some of the folks on the inside here. Just good. All right. Okay, good. So let's get this bird started. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna just put this in here. Everything seems to be good there. Right. Let's crack the throttle a little bit here. Let's see if we can. Yes, man. Up. Good to go. She's up and ready to go. That's what I like. One start, one touch, one go. All right, good. So the weather, I'm using Rex weather, and let me see. It's saying that the meter is, let me see, QNH 1010, winds 70 at 7 knots, not bad. And yeah. Yeah. Okay, good, beautiful. So let's get that here. 1010. There we go. That should be good there. I haven't been putting anything much into the autopilot. Shall we squawk? Alright, let's get our transponder on there. Flying VFR. So I'm gonna squawk VFR mode. Although we do not have any ATC score 1200 there. I'm gonna keep that there. All right, good. So we are going to taxi. It's a pretty nice afternoon. It's actually a little later. I have this sim set a little earlier because I want to kind of enjoy the view a bit. By the time we get to Tobago, it will be getting a bit dark. And if time permits, we're gonna actually do a flight. We're gonna flight right back to Trinidad. We're gonna probably pass over the mountains, come over the northern range. All right. But for this flight, it's gonna be a VFR flight. We're gonna take off. This is basically the briefing here. We are going to take off in a runway direction, bank slightly to the left to a heading of approximately, let's say around, we could probably go around 80 degrees. And we're going to head east, fly to Matura, then fly to Toko, and then straight on to Robinson. All right, Matura and Toko. And for those of you who are on the stream and you may not know what the hell I'm talking about, that's just some villages in Trinidad. Matura, that's actually my home village where I live, and Toko, that's just to the northeast of hey McEwen, big up bro, big up Gianni, thank you for liking the stream, bro, appreciate it. All right, so and those villages are used as waypoints, VFR waypoints. All right, so without further ado, let's get some lights on here, which I should have done first. I should have put the beacon lights on first. My fuel pump, I'm gonna put that on. That should have been first, really. Forgetting. Taxi lights, because we're gonna taxi on nav lights, and we're gonna leave the strobes for whatever. We probably wouldn't need the pitot heat. We're not gonna go that high, so it won't be that cold. Yeah, so it should be okay. Let's get the yoke there. Let's see. Woo! We look good there. All right, and we should be good. Yeah, we look good. Got it. Got my pedals all. It's actually beginning to get dark. You can see it. All right. I don't want to manipulate the time too much, so let's get out of here. All right. We have enough fuel. I'm gonna do a small run up as we get closer to the rest. So we're gonna taxi out on the northern pavement area here and head up to Alpha 1 and depart at Alpha 1. We're gonna do something resembling run up. All right, parking brake off. Let's get you out of here. Is everything good here? Oh, is that friction effect that I'm getting here in the sim? Has taxiing just gotten better? Alright, so we're taxiing out here. And those of you on the stream, this is the first stream I've done in a long time, really long time. And I'm really happy to be streaming. Very happy. And I hope you guys enjoy it, and I really hope that I can do some more streams. All right, so we're gonna pull up here just a little bit. And this is where we're gonna do our run up or something resembling. All right, good. So let me see here now. Run up. Let's get it props just about. $2,000 RPMs there. All right. Let's bring the mixture down a bit. You see we have the fuel flow there. Everything looks good. It's in the green. All right. We have our temperature in the green. The oil pressure is in the green. Yeah. Everything looks good. Alright. Everything looks good. Alright, so we're going to put our landing lights on, strobe lights on. We're ready to get out of here. Mixture full rich. Parking brake off. Let's taxi. We've got our clearance, or imaginary clearance. And we're going to go. So we head into Tobago this afternoon, folks. Just a short stream. Just to say welcome back, just to say hi to you folks. And promise of more streams to come. Alright, let's get the center there. See the south apron on the next side there where all the cargo planes pull up and some of the other general aviation aircraft. Alright, some of the helicopters. Alright, let's do some final checks here. Alright, heading is good. Let's check the trim. Leave the trim just about there. Let's get our flaps to take off. Flaps to depart here. And we seem to be okay. Yeah. Alright. Here goes nothing. Or something. Let's roll, folks. Full throttle on this one. Let's go. Feeling the nose already wants to come up there. But we don't have enough speed yet, so. Okay, there we go. Ay, ay, ay. There we go. Into the afternoon skies, folks. What a beauty. Just trim her there. And we're good to go. Alright. Let's get the flaps up now. Alright. Gonna bank slightly to the left. Remember, we're climbing to about VFR 2,500 feet. We're now at 1,000 feet. Gonna pull back on the power just a bit here. Fuel pump can come off. Got a nice slow climb. Gotta watch the airspeed there just a bit. There's so many things you gotta watch when you're doing this, huh? Let's look down there as we pass the Santa Rosa racetrack. That's the Mausica intersection right there. As we fly over the Carapo area. Yeah, I know my country. Alright, we got some folks on the inside. Yes, Tisha. That's not Tisha. All right, so here's what I'm gonna put the aircraft into autopilot. Usually I really, all right, oh, all right. Let me get a little climb there. All right, climb just about 400 feet per minute. That should be good. And let me see. We're not. Let's get the direction we're supposed to be in. And hit heading. All right, good. Good. Let me see. Let me just check in with some of you guys here now. Right. Okay, Tisha, I have the top version, the top trimline version, the premium deluxe, or is it deluxe premium or whatever? Can't remember. Yeah, but that's the one I have. Okay. Which one to pick? It depends on. First of all, it depends on what you can afford. You know, you gotta think like that. Which one can you afford? There was some other factors to consider when I bought it at the time. To be quite honest, I really do not know right now at this moment what's the difference between the three. I know at the time, of course, with the deluxe version you get a host of handcrafted airports, but you see between that time and now there's so many more handcrafted airports and so many well, not so many, but a couple aircraft that would have been added into the sim, and I'm not quite sure which you know, but I mean the main factor here. And the main, why are we swaying like that? Why are we rolling? Let me give a little more power, see. Yeah, the main thing to consider here is what you can afford. And if you can afford the deluxe premium, the full version, why not? Go for it. But if you can't, I would recommend the version just under the, you know, standard version. If that's all you can afford, well, by all means, you know, yeah. So I can tell you something though. It's very windy. It has been very windy over the past few days. It's this time of the year, around Easter, pre-Easter, post-Easter. It's got a lot of winds in the atmosphere. That's why in Trinidad around Easter time you see a lot of people flying kite. I myself indulged in some kite flying over last weekend with my beautiful daughters. Yeah, man. So it's all good. Alright, so we're en route VFR to Tobago. What we're seeing is the east coast of Trinidad just ahead of us there. We're flying in a slightly northeast direction. We're going to fly over Matura, which is just ahead of us here, out there. Gonna put the aircraft just a bit to the right. Just a bit. We're over the Valencia area. And that road there, that's the Valencia stretch. That's the road that takes you straight to Sangre Grande. And that's the Sangre Grande area all down there. Sangre Grande. Let's see what's happening here. Alright. I'll live with that. See what's happening behind us. Have a beautiful sunset there, coming in there. Beautiful sunset. That was a nice pic. So we'll make a nice picture. All right. We have the village of Matura just ahead there, and we're just north of Sangre Grande now. Yep. All over the quarrying, those quarrying area. If I'm lucky, we'll just fly just over my home. I'm seeing here, let me see, I think I'm seeing the Toko Road there. Yep, that's, oh, is that the Valencia Road? Yeah, I think that's the Valencia Road still. Yeah, but we're very close, so. Oh yes, I can see my home. Yep, that red roof right there. That's my home. This is where our grocery is. Yeah, right. This is actually, I'm telling you, I swear, this is where all these planes pass. And there's my home right there, that red roof. But we don't have all those trees around. It's just a bit too much. And this is the field I grew up playing in as a child right there. Yeah, we played football, we played cricket, we flew kites. You name it. We did it. So we're getting closer and closer to the East Coast. And when we get out over the water, we're gonna turn in a northerly direction to head to Toko. Yep. This is the Matura village. Yep. Gonna turn slightly to the left a bit here. Getting just over the East Coast there now. The Matura Bay area takes you down to the North Oropouche fishing pond area, and all that down there, that's Manzanilla. And here is the Celibia area. Well, I like to call it Celibia number 1. There are about 2 Celibias. Don't know why, that's just the way it is. So we're over the water, and Toko is just up that way, and if we look closely, the weather is that good. We can see Tobago there, and we're going in, that's the Crown Point area there. That's where we're going to be landing. I'm going to do a visual. Of course, I'm also going to input the ILS frequency for runway 11. Yeah. Let's see what's the speed. We're doing okay. It really feels good to be streaming again after not streaming in so many months. But I can tell you, you know, with it as a family man, when responsibilities take you, you really have to, you know, do what you gotta do. And we do have lives, so you know, yeah. But streaming is one thing that really relaxes me, connecting with you guys, even if there's one person in the audience, you know, it's pretty cool. And I know I haven't streamed in a long time, so it's gonna take a little while to pick up and to, you know. So no fuss. So what I really would like to do is to at least stream twice a week. As it is now, I don't think I'll be able to keep that. But if we can do it once a week, that'll be really good, at least for now. You know, I am looking at my Saturday. My weekdays are out. My weekdays are totally out. I mean, after coming home from work and stuff like that, and having to, and I don't always come straight home from work. Sometimes I have errands to run and things to do, you know, meetings and so on and so forth. So it's not always, it doesn't always work out like that. On Saturdays I've got a lot of responsibilities as well. But if I can find the time to tear myself away on a Saturday or a Sunday, I can be able to conduct a stream at least for about 2 hours or so, 2 hours. I have been toying with the idea of having a long haul stream. Now I want to do a long haul flight. I've done some long haul flights, a couple long haul flights while I was not streaming. I've done a couple long haul flights. Yeah, with the Captain Sim 777 that everybody is demonizing, and of course, I mean, out of the box, they did a horrible job with it. Hey, is that a boat I'm seeing over there? Yep, it's a boat. Yep, that is, let me see, that is from the add-on, the vessels, sea vessels add-on. I forget the name of it, but I do have it. But it's a pity I can't see the ferry that runs from Trinidad and Tobago. That is the both of them actually, the APT James and the Book Reef. That would be so nice to see those planes, to those ferries actually. You know, that adds to the immersion. Yeah, where was I? Where was I? I forgot where I was, man, oh man. When the stream is that good. Yes, long haul flights. I want to do a long haul flight actually. I want to fly to Sydney, Australia, and I'm thinking to do a flight from Heathrow to Sydney, Australia. I think that is something like about, first of all, that's 2 sunrises right there. 2 sunrises. And it should be something like about 17 to 19 hours. Can I stream for that long on the sim? But I tell you, I won't be in front on the mic all the time. It's something that I'm toying with. I could probably either stream the beginning, the middle, and the end of the flight. You know, because every story has a beginning, middle, and the end. If you watch Sesame Street when you were a child. Yeah, so, you know, if I can do that, that would be really cool. Really, really cool. But still, it's left to be seen. So folks, where are we now? We just on the northeast coast here of Trinidad. We're flying a beam, let me see, this is probably we probably just passed Balandra. Yes. This is the area known as Hangman's Bay. But I'm not seeing the rocks. This area is usually very rough. And there are some benches you can actually sit there, but you do not enter the water there. It is very rough at Hangman's Bay, and you will die. Yeah. Except, of course, you're a great swimmer, which I am not. But that's water is pretty treacherous in this area here, very, very much. And as you can see, it's very much open to the winds, so you know, some serious currents there. So we now abeam the Kumana area just before Toko, and the sun is setting quite wow, flamboyantly, illuminating. Yeah, a lot of particles in the atmosphere. I don't know if it's Saharan dust. Seem to be getting a little, yeah, a little stuttery here. I don't know why. I don't usually get stutters here. Wow, I don't know what is causing this. Let's jump out for a bit. Ah, boy. It probably has to be something where the streaming is concerned. I don't know. Maybe my bitrate is a bit too much for the sim. I don't know. It was doing pretty good just so. Anyway, let's hope it gets a little better as we go. And if I point the camera downwards, there we go. No more stuttering. But if I go up, there we go. Not pretty. There's that cargo vessel out there. So there we go, folks. We are at Toko. We're just at Toko there, and the northeastern tip of the island of Trinidad and Tobago is in full sight. We're going to be landing there just on the southeastern tip. That's where the airport is. Yeah, Toko. There's supposed to be a lighthouse here. I need, if I can get someone to build a lighthouse and put a lighthouse right here, that'll be really good. This actually was a landing strip back in the day. This area here, it was actually a landing strip. I think in World War II or World War I, one of those world wars, was a landing strip. Alright, so let me just point the nose in the direction I wanted to go. There we go. Good. That's good there. Let's do something here now. There we go. I'll do the same here too. Right. So like I said, folks, this is just a little, this is sort of a test stream now. I've been running test streams all day, but I've been running them privately, and I got things a bit back up and running again. It took me a little while, so I decided to run a test live stream, and this is basically what this is really. A test live stream. Decided to do a simple flight. Yeah. Simple flight. And there we have Tobago in our grasp, in our view. Tobago is at hand, folks. Always love to go to Tobago. Tobago is our home away from home. Tobago is our, what you call a staycation. You know? You're living in Trinidad, you want to have a good time for the weekend, you want to relax. You hop on the ferry with your vehicle and you go to Tobago. You take Caribbean Airlines ATR and you head to Tobago. Or you can charter one of these. There's many of these guys, many pilots, a couple aviation companies that do charter flights between Trinidad and Tobago, and some of them use the Cessna. There's some other planes. I have a personal friend who uses his planes to that. His aircraft actually. He has a Piper Arrow. Yeah, man. All right. All right, so we have some folks there on the YouTube. Who's that there, boy? Let me see. All right, so Merrill is on. Zaliman, I hope I got that name right. Good, so we head into Tobago. We're just about... Oh boy, how far are we? We're just about, what, 36 miles to the south? That's actually... Nah, man, I think we're closer to that. We're closer than that. All right, so there's Tobago there. All right. I'm going to turn a bit just slightly to the right a bit so we can do a nice short approach. Now, so Merrill asked me privately, you know, why when you're coming back from Tobago, it's so turbulent. A lot of times our winds blow northeast to the south, from the northeast to the southeast. Sometimes you get from the southeast to the northeast, but most times from the east. Now, if you notice, the aircraft is coming in from Tobago into Trinidad, flying a southeasterly direction. So you get a lot of tailwinds pushing the aircraft. Especially what happens when they get over, you see this here, the northern range, you got a lot of wind deflection. So when the wind hits the northern range, you get a lot of updrafts. Also, if it's a very hot day, you get a lot of thermals, pockets of hot rising air. And these are, when you're coming from Tobago, when you reach, especially you reach over the northern range, these updrafts and the pockets of hot rising air cause some level of unstable air, and therefore you're going to get a lot of turbulence coming in from Tobago. Just the other day, a friend of mine, actually a flight sim friend of mine, was hey, big up to Stanley, man. He was telling me of his experience coming in from Tobago and the turbulence coming over the northern range. Yeah, sometimes it can be quite scary, you know, but it's just turbulence. It wouldn't bring the aircraft down. Yeah, it's all good. So that's it. That's the reason there. Right. Let's see. Good. Just lighten up the cockpit a bit there. So in a short, I'm going to disconnect the autopilot. Our airfield is just there, or airport, the field, and we're going to get in. Yeah, so most times, of course, if you're landing an aircraft, you land into the wind. If you're taking off in an aircraft, you take off into the wind. So that you take off, most of our wind comes from the east. So you take off heading east. It's like if you're trying to put up a kite. You don't put up a kite, you don't run the same direction the wind is blowing. You'll never put the kite up. If you trying to put up the kite, you have to run opposite. You have to run into the wind, so the kite will take the wind and go up. So that's how planes operate. So for landing and takeoff. Sometimes we use, not we, I'm not a pilot. Sometimes runway 28 is used because, and I can tell you, runway 28 is used a lot during, especially around July, August, September, when during rainy season, when we have a lot of winds that come in from the west. over the Gulf of Paria and blow the moist air over the land. And if you notice during rainy season, especially after lunch in Trinidad, a lot of times we have some torrential downpours that cause floods and stuff in places like Chaguanas and Port of Spain, Maraval, all those places. Right, that is because of sometimes because of the ITCZ, Intertropical Convergence Zone, and sometimes just that westerly air that blows from the Gulf of Paria onto the land. And because of that, you find they would open runway 28. And I like to plane spot when runway 28 is in use. Yeah. Thank you very much, Tijan. All cleared for landing. Thank you. I'm a bit high, so I'm gonna come down. If you heard that beep, I just switched off the autopilot there. Just switched off the autopilot. So let's see if we can make out the runway. It's right there. We probably can't make it out just yet. I am tuned to the ILS, which is 109.3. We're descending. Falling is not the right term you want to use. All right, let me just level off just a bit here with the trim. And I'm going to one notch of flaps right there. You can see the plane pitching up, and you can see that the airspeed is decreasing. Add a little power here. Beautiful indeed. All right. Our runway is right there. We're gonna do something like all right. So there's our runway right there. You can see it. You can see the poppies. Yep. Got my foot on my pedals now. Usually coming into Tobago is quite windy as well, and it's sometimes a bit turbulent. I didn't actually check the weather for Tobago. Oh, shame on me. Now those 4 white lights there says that I'm a bit high. So I'm gonna pull back on the throttle. We're looking for 2 red and 2 white, so that I will be on the glide slope or the correct glide path. Are we gonna get that? Let me see. And as I straighten up, I'm gonna actually one more notch of flaps. Flaps for landing. Still a little high. All right. Here we go. There we go. 2 red, 2 white. All right. Flare your aircraft. And there we go. On the ground. In town. All around. There you have it, folks. All right. I'm going to just now, what are we going to do? We're going to turn the aircraft. Flaps back up. And we're gonna taxi onto the, wow, look at that beautiful sunset. Look at that beautiful sunset. I'm gonna just taxi off the runway a bit. I'm gonna stop to check out some of your comments. And we're gonna head right back to Piarco. This time, however, though, we are going to fly over the northern range. So I'm gonna climb to about 6,500 feet. Either 4,500. Yeah, I'll climb to 4,500. Yeah, 4,500. Usually, when you come to Tobago via Caribbean Airlines and you're coming back, most of the time the pilot will climb to about either 6,000 or 8,000 feet. Most times it's 6,000. Sorry, most times it's 8,000 in those ATRs. and even the jets, the 737s. All right. Look at that beautiful sunset. So I'm going to just taxi and hold short of the runway. And I did not have my replay tool running, so we cannot get a replay of that beautiful landing. But when we're going to land in Piarco again, because we're going straight back to Piarco, yeah, we should probably be able to get that thing. I'll try to remember to have it, and yeah. Beautiful. And of course, this aircraft is a Cessna 172, for those that don't know. All right, so we're going to hold short just here. Hold short right there. Yeah. All right. Brake. Good. All right, let me see. Thank you very much. I am not quite sure. Okay, listen. You know, sometimes you're coming into land and you're not, it's, I don't know, sometimes people look for perfection, but like what is said, any landing you can walk away from is a good landing. So sometimes you might see something coming up and it's not going to be properly lined up or something like that, maybe because of the wind, you know. But, you know, you just look for the finishing job. You just try to finish it off and finish it off proper. And even if you don't land center line, I mean, it's not really that much of a big deal, especially when you're flying a small aircraft like the Cessna. Of course, you try to land center line and to maintain your center line, you know. But yeah, man. Good, so it's all good. Yes, butter landing, eh? Butter landing. All right, so I'm gonna run my when I get to the mountains over the northern range, I'm gonna run my replay tool so we'll be able to see the landing. All right, so let me see. Guys, just bear with me a tad bit. Let me just take a sip of my drink here. Yeah. Okay, so I had to go get myself a beverage there. I'm not going to disclose the identity of that beverage. And that noise that you hear, that's the ice. And I shall now open up my beverage. Never drink and fly, folks. Never drink and fly. If you could only see me on camera now. All right. Good. Right, let's see here. Saliman. I want a developer to make ATR. Okay, someone is actually working on an ATR 72. I think Milvis is working on an ATR 72. 600. Like forever. Yeah. Today Caribbean Airlines only. Okay, yeah. Tango Tango Charlie and Tango Tango Alpha. Of course, they haven't gotten back to how it was before COVID, pre-COVID in terms of the flights. So sometimes, you know, it's just two of the ATRs, or, you know, and then too, another thing, Caribbean Airlines have increased their routes to places like Barbados. Some of the old Liat routes. So they're doing a lot of they're doing flights from Barbados to Guyana, Trinidad to Guyana with the ATRs, and you know, Dominica, flying into Dominica and all of that. So yeah, Caribbean Airlines kind of spreading itself thin. This is some good beverage. Good beer. I mean beverage, sorry. Did I say beer? I meant beverage. Alright, good. It's getting dark. And just now is my bedtime. So we so we have to fly back to Piarco. We have to fly back to Piarco. Alright? So let's just get some stuff in here. Let me see what the weather is like in Tobago, what it's supposed to be like. Not much different from Piarco actually in terms of the QNH. So the QNH is 1010, temperature 28, dew point 22. Winds are the winds were quite calm this afternoon, 60 at 3 knots. Yeah. And visibility is quite good. Yeah. So we good to go. All right. Let me see something here with these lights. Good. That's what I want. At least for now. Beautiful. All right. Let's look to head back. Let me just, so we're climbing to 4,500 feet to clear the mountains. Of course, you know there's an altitude restriction. If you're coming in over the mountains, there's an altitude restriction of 4,100 feet, and we will be flying closer to El Cerro de la Ripo, which is our highest mountain peak in Trinidad, which stands at 3,100 feet. So you have to have an altitude clearance of 1,000 feet. All right, that's good right there. We're gonna set the heading and everything once we're airborne. I'm not gonna set anything here. Don't need to. We're flying visually today. All right. Okay, good. Park brake off. Ready to go again, folks. All you ready? You guys ready? Okay, good, great. Talking to a real pilot, and you know, I don't know, is it voice OG? If I have work tomorrow, thankfully, no. But I do have a lot of errands to run. Well, not a lot, but some. I have some errands to run. Yeah. Okay, good. So let's go. All right, park brake off. Fuel pump on. I'm not gonna do a run up. We just came back. Wow, look at that. Even the throttle is kind of vibrating like in a real Tesla. Good. Right, so there we go. Is that the AirGuard Fairchild Metro there? AirGuard 215, 21. Anyway. Alright, let's turn on to the runway here. Center line. Oh, by the way, I love to plane spot when I'm in Tobago. Love to plane spot. Just straighten up on the center line here a bit. Taxiing a bit too fast. All right. I need to fix my rudder pedals because they're wobbling up all about on the carpet under my feet here. So I just gotta center it a bit. That's why. Good. Yeah, usually when I come to Tobago, when I plane spot, I go here, park up somewhere along the lines there, and I get a nice view of the aircraft. Really nice. And strange enough, I have never been hounded out or run chased like a dog anytime I plane spot in Tobago. Pretty lucky, right? In Trinidad, however, the amount of time police run me, it's no joke. Anywho, let's go. Park brake off. We got our landing lights. Everything is on there. The fuel pump is on. Mixture full rich. And right, we are good to go. Do we have a... Right, we're good to go. Oh, let's just check the trim. Yeah, that's good. Here we go. Full throttle, baby. We're looking for just about 60 knots. Trying to maintain that center line there. There we go. Pull back on the yoke gently. That gentle touch, that's all she needs. Gentle touch. You know, that's what the ladies like, right? Gentle touch, I don't know. Yeah, that's what they like, yeah. Alright, and I'm gonna take my right turn almost immediately. Bye, Tobago. Alright, we gotta just drop the nose a bit, and I'm gonna retract my flaps, get a little more airspeed there. There we go. We see the airspeed is already increasing. We see now northern range already. Toko, just where we came from. We're gonna be heading. We're gonna, let me see. I'm gonna maintain a direction of about probably 240 degrees. Yep. Remember, we're heading over the northern range. Climbing quite nicely. Drop the nose a bit. All right. Let's take a look at the... Oh, wow. Yep. We have a star out there already. That's about 250 there, and I'm gonna engage. Let me see. Let me put in heading mode and engage the autopilot heading mode. There we go, and vertical. All right, we 500 feet per minute climb, and we're good to go. We could enjoy the view. Aircraft is on autopilot. See something here. Alright, just trying out a little something here, folks. Alright. Alright. Good, let's see. Ricardo. All right, good. Blessings, Ricardo. Thanks for Yeah boy voice OG, but I have a bedtime. Come on man, what bedtime you think I'm talking about? Huh? What bedtime you think I'm talking about? Anyway, yeah man Ricardo. Glad you like Microsoft Flight Sim. It's pretty cool, you know. Really nice. Very relaxing for me. I love aviation. Give me a chance to kind of live my dream a little bit, you know. Right, let's see. So we have our northern range there, and we are flying in a southeasterly direction. All right, let me increase the climb rate. I gotta say the crime rate. I almost said crime rate. Increase the crime rate. All right, let's increase the climb rate just a bit while watching the airspeed. So we could get to that height, that altitude a little faster. We're getting close to 3,000 feet. Let me see, I'm gonna pull back on the mixture just a bit. Yeah. Sun has gone down. Of course, it's later than this in Trinidad, but still, I wanted to kind of enjoy the light a bit, so that's why I did that. All right, so we got 1,000 feet per minute. We could climb at 80 knots, actually. Well, let's get a kind of sense of where we're at. This is actually the first time I'm actually using this GPS. Alright, this is okay. Alright, so I'm gonna input the ILS frequency for Piaco, which is 109.7. Put that up in there. So you can see that. We're gonna put it here as well. There we go. And we are climbing. Watch the airspeed. Pull back on the power just a tad bit here. Kind of leveling out, it would seem. Let's see. Okay, Ricardo. All right, cool. I have a friend actually that flies for Emirates. He used to fly for Caribbean Airlines. He flies for Emirates now. His name is Anton James. Right here from Trinidad. He flies the 777 for Emirates. I think the 777-300s too. You know, yeah, really cool guy. Really cool guy. Right, so we have a number of folks on the YouTube. Of course, folks, if you have not as yet, feel free to subscribe to the channel. You can check out some of my other videos. I have some shorts on there as well. You know, subscribe. And if you have not, you can also check in the description of this video. You're going to see the link to my Facebook page as well. You can check there, you can sign on there. I think I have my link to my TikTok. I've got a host of videos on TikTok. You can check it out as well. You know, Instagram, I'm all over. Niner Yankee Flight is all over. I don't know, VFR flight, we're not really supposed to fly through the clouds. but we still have some level of visibility here, so it's not that bad. It's not that we you know, we may have to, if it reaches down where we have to kind of meander through the clouds, then we'll do that, you know. Alright. Let me tell you something, there are so many options to get to UAE. So many options. I guess Ricardo will be able to tell us how he did it. Yep. The stream is looking good. Quality is pretty okay. I'm very, very pleased with the stream. Very, very pleased. Yeah. The sim is behaving nicely today, this afternoon. This evening, I should say. Yeah. Alright, let's just look at our trajectory here. Let's just turn a bit to the left so we could maintain this part here. I don't want to go too far west. Can you imagine? Listen, a lot of so we have a lot of guys that train in Trinidad for their PPL and stuff, CPL. I guess it could be really hair-raising if you're doing your first flight solo to Tobago and you're flying over the water in a single engine in a single engine aircraft. I'm pretty sure it can be a bit hair-raising. You just want to get to Tobago, you just want to get back to Trinidad problem-free. You know? Yeah. We are all excited for the release of the PMDG 737. It's like, wow, you can't be more excited, you know. So it should be coming out soon. It should be coming out real soon. Yeah. So like I said, folks, just a little reminder. I'm going to make an attempt. What ship is this here? I'm going to make an attempt. Is that our ferry? Wow. I'm going to make an attempt to have at least one stream per week, either on a Saturday or on a Sunday. It depends, you know. It's so nice to have these things in the sim. It's very, very immersive. But I want to see the APT James and the Boku Reef. Yeah, man. Alright, so if we continue on this trajectory here, we're going to end up, this is the Blanchisseuse area right there. That area right here, that's the Blanchisseuse area. And that is pretty okay because Blanchisseuse is just north of Arima and the Aruka area. So we will be somewhere, would we boy? We'll still be a little, yeah, if we continue here, we will end up somewhere north, just a little north of the tower. And that's what we want. So I'm just gonna, let me see. All right. We don't want to go too much to the west or too much to the right here. Coming over here is just good. And this area here, let me see, where we see that light there, that has to be the Matlot area. Matlot on the north coast. And then, yeah, yep, Matlot right there. And then Blanchisseuse, Paria, all those places there. Okay, wow. Okay, so Ricardo, you all flew into Trinidad actually, is it? With the Cessna Citation? As we get closer and closer to the northern range, it seems as if we could never ever reach. Boy, so soon we will be seeing the lights. We already seen the lights. Okay, so this is actually, I can see the lights of the Uriah Butler Highway there heading to the south. Yeah, we'll see that. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn in just a bit to the south so we can get in, because like I told you guys, my bedtime is coming up, you know. Yeah, man. Bedtime stories. Is Matlot or Toko further? Okay. Oh, hey Ricardo, all right, that's really cool, man. What's the registration on the aircraft, on the Citation? And what part of the airport are you guys parked up now? And yeah, and you need to tell us when you're leaving. If you're leaving and I can plane spot you guys heading out of Piarco, that'd be really nice. I'll come down to Piarco and take a video of you guys taking off. Hopefully it's not while I'm working. Is Matlot or Toko further? Well, there's only one way to get to Matlot, Toko. So Matlot is further. Matlot is further. Now I live in that area, and Toko is like 45 minutes northeast heading from where I live on the Toko Road, right? So it's like 45 minutes. But if you have to go to so Toko is on that end, and I live on that end, more like on this end here. So we drive, come up to Toko, bam. Now you have to continue to come onto Matlot. That means you have to come over here to the north coast and come up here. So Matlot is further. Matlot will take, especially given the condition of the roads, Matlot will take me about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Yeah. Yep. Okay, let's turn in. Already seeing the lights there, and because we're so low over the northern range, oh, I was mistaken. I don't think that was the lights of the Uriah Butler Highway. Anyway, we'll see as we come. So we're coming over the northern range. The winds are not that so we may not get that much turbulence, but let's see what happens as we approach the northern range. Yeah. Have some cloud cover there that's kind of right. What a beautiful evening. It's like we're on the edge of day. Alright. Let's check the weather at Piarco now. Let me do my own checks here. The weather is QNH has changed 11011. Winds are almost near to calm, 50 at 4 knots. Alright, so let's go. Let's change this as I will begin to descend in a while. Right, so we are getting some turbulence here. There we go. You must get that. There we go, Merrill. And where we see the blue light there, that's our airport. That is the highway, the Churchill Roosevelt Highway, and that highway down there is the Uriah Butler there. So yeah, boy, we're getting some turbulence. You must get that. Yeah. She's dancing. Right, so let's get our QNH here, 1011. Just a tad bit. Oh, I changed on me. There we go. And we're gonna begin our descent. We're gonna do a left downwind for runway 10. And we're gonna probably turn for about 1.5 miles, a 2 mile final onto the run for the runway 10. Oh, whew. Here we go again. In some cloud here, but we can still see, we still have a visual. Right, and now I remember to put on my replay tool, so that just in case if I land pretty okay, you know, we can all celebrate with a replay. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, that's the tail number of the aircraft, the registration. Like this, the tail number of this aircraft is, hold up. Well, look, you can see it here. It's 9 Yankee Papa Tango Mike. And my, wow, look at that. You can see the lighting effect there. If I take off the, let me see. Anyway, not gonna go through all that. Okay, so I'm gonna take off my autopilot now, and I'm gonna guide her in by hand. So in order to get the nose down, I'm just gonna decrease the pull back on the throttle a little bit. Folks, I kid you not, I'm not even holding the yoke right now. There we go. And we are descending. Where are we? We're just probably over the, we're just probably north of Arima here. And we're gonna go straight out over the highway there. And that's where we're gonna start our left downwind for runway 10. Increase our mixture. I kept the fuel pumps on because it's a short flight. Did I? I kept the fuel pump on. Yeah, it's on. Look at this. I'm going to take off this landing light and I'm going to put it back on now. Look at that. Wow, pretty cool. Pull back the power a little bit. I want to get to just about 1,000 feet. There's our highway there. Possibly coming in somewhere over Maloney.